All right. Hey, thank you for listening in. This is the second episode of Finding Success with Steven Franco. Today we have our guest, Justin Watson with Capital Group Investments. We're lucky to have as a member here at Beachworks. Justin, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. I've enjoyed my time since I've been here.
Cool. Well, this is gonna be fun with Justin. Justin and I have had, I can't tell you guys, lots of conversations over the course of the last year talking about Justin, his business, his personal ambitions, and just a fantastic guy. I wanted to have Justin on the show today because in Finding Success, each week we're looking to look at each individual's unique stories. And what was impressive to me, Justin, is getting to know you this past year. Is, you know, you're a young man, but you are serious in what you're seeking to go do. You're out there hustling, and I was just impressed by all that you've been able to accomplish in this time I've known you. And
Well, thank you.
anyways, thought it was a great story to share with folks, and also be something that a lot of your own peers your age can look at. And again, as we were all looking to find success, hear your story, and every time somebody hears someone else's story, I hope it motivates them
Absolutely, yeah,
as well.
absolutely.
But anyway, so getting started, Justin, tell us how you kind of came about, Beachworks coming over here. You had a business, Watson, or have a business, Watson International Realty.
Mm-hmm.
I know your focus now is Capital Group Investments, but tell us just a little bit about Watson and Capital Group Investments and how you got affiliated with us here at Beachworks.
Yeah, so thanks for the kind introduction. It was really nice, and I've enjoyed my time over here at Beachworks. And Watson International Realty, its main focus was more luxury residential real estate. Mm-hmm. I had worked in the affordable housing space, and was a young agent selling homes in Fort Walton Beach area, Crestview, and really liked the luxury product. So kind of wanted to switch it up a little bit, and I love Destin, I love Santa Rosa Beach, Miramar Beach. I like the growth, and so that's how I came to fruition with Watson International. Mm-hmm. I had to kind of find a place to do business.
Right.
That was really what I was hunting for too. Business was going, but I saw Beachworks, saw an opportunity to come in and just get an idea for the environment, and it was instantly really a click, because I did not realize the location of Beachworks too. That was something that was very appealing because the market's in our backyard, basically.
Right.
So that was huge, and so that's kind of how I got plugged in with Watson International, mm-hmm. and wound up over here, and
Yep.
and that's kind of.
So we started talking. So when Justin came over, he has his brokerage company, and he started talking to me. For all you guys out there that know me, I've been in the real estate investment business a long time, and part of what we try to do here at Beachworks is we try to mentor one another. I mean, it's a real sharing of ideas, and really trying to help one another. And again, in our individual successes in a variety of ways. So Justin and I were talking on multiple occasions over the course of last number of months about real estate investment, his desire to kind of immerse into the multifamily space,
Mm-hmm.
multifamily being apartments, condos,
Yes.
that type of thing. And anyways, so tell us now about that. You've made a lot of strides in the last number of months with Capital Group Investments. What's
Correct.
going on with that, and what's driven you into that direction?
So Capital Group Investments has always been there. Even when I was selling real estate full time, you know, always knew that the investing side really intrigued me, and I liked having options and freedom and doing stuff. So I knew that lane was something I was interested in, but the other half was just real estate and investing as a whole. And it really intrigues me. I love the financial side, so I would say that's kind of my passion. And Capital Group Investments has really been more or less a thing for probably 2 years now. Okay. And so multifamily property, in my opinion, is a really, really probably one of the strongest asset classes. And through study and network and relations, I was able to be a part of a large apartment community in our metro, because our metro is very, very appealing.
Right, of course.
It's very, very appealing. There's a lot of growth, and there's some institutional capital coming in as well. So all the stars aligned up, and so our focus now, kind of leading in full time from the brokerage, is really focusing on the company and focusing on assets in those areas. Preferably South Florida. I've been making some trips down there, and so I'm leaning to expand more the portfolio that Capital Group Investments has an interest in, and so that's kind of my path at the moment.
Well, guys, and what interests me when I've gotten to know Justin, like I said at the beginning of this podcast today, is what impresses me with Justin is he's a young man, mid-20s, hustling, intelligent, and what I find intriguing about guys like yourself at this age is what drives you. And I can tell you, I became a one-income family at 27 years old, so I kind of saw Justin in my own eyes a little bit, and that I know that some of the things that really will help light the fire for any guy is when you've got a family, you're starting a family, and you realize the level of responsibility you got to have to take care of that. But tell on a personal level, tell us a little bit about your personal situation and your profession. And what does success mean to you? Personally, professionally.
Yeah, I think really what's big for me is success is to be able to just have options and choices. From a young age, I've been a stubborn little what my dad calls me, but I always wanted to do my own thing. I didn't want to I tend to not like to play by others' rules. I kind of like my own rules, and just simply, I just I like having choices and options, and so that's not only for myself, but for my family. I've got a new family, and also the ability for philanthropic things too. And so I define success as just having choices and being able to do what I want with my family and for others, and not maybe be restricted so much on the financial side. But the other half of that is definitely being healthy and having a good, stable family, and giving back. And I think those two things, or multiple things combined, is how I would define success.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'll tell all you guys out there, young and old, a couple of tidbits on my chime into what Justin said. One is, in life, if you don't have options, you don't have leverage. Okay. Yeah. If you have options, you have leverage in the decisions you make, and it put you in a better, stronger position. So that's definitely without question something there. And the other thing my advice to you and to many others, especially younger people that kind of really jumping into their their life and their career and everything is success is not just about financial success. Success in life really requires a combination of personal, professional, and financial success. They go hand in hand and they're synergistic. And as I've said before, you know, if you got 4 legs on a chair and one of the legs is broken, you're going to fall over. So you need to be strong in all facets, and that's an important aspect. Kind of jumping into the civic stuff a little bit, and then some other fun things we've been doing over here at Beachworks with you. I had the fortunate opportunity to be involved this past holiday season for a charity fundraiser for children in crisis. Justin was the driver of this whole thing that we started in a campaign to provide gifts, Christmas gifts to the children in crisis. I think there were 52?
Close to 52
or so
children,
kids that we made sure in Okaloosa County all had Christmas presents this year. It was one of the more really impactful things I felt like I've been involved with in a while, and we try to do a lot of work with charities, but obviously that cause was really fantastic. But tell us about Children in Crisis. That was a great civic project.
It was,
you spearheaded this and came to me about it, of how we could do this, and you know, tell me about
that was good. That was a lot of fun, and it was the purpose was phenomenal. You know, being able to do that, it came to fruition with you know, this being our first Christmas with our first daughter, and just having that different dynamic and thought process of, you know, children themselves, and how I spent some of my Christmases as a kid as well. And so, you know, we definitely wanted to do something with children, and you know, that was really kind of the perfect the perfect organization to go after. And so me and my wife kind of brainstormed a little bit, and that's when I approached you about the subject, and was just seeing if there was anything, you know, how you could work with us, and sure enough, it was it really paid off, because we had having you involved gave us this building. It was, again, the perfect location to have the event, and then, you know, everything else that you did to kind of give us that extra leg to make it possible. So it was fun. You know, it was really good. Most important thing was being able to, you know, get a glimpse of those children's and stories of those children's Christmas.
Unbelievable, yeah. That was really something special. And guys, it wasn't just myself. It was Justin, myself, and several other folks that were involved in putting this together and making it. Josh, and
Maxine.
So quite a few people involved, and I'll tell you again, for where I'm at in life, and I think as you get to a place, you know, again, it's not just how much money you make. It's not. You know, success in life is about what you can give back and what you can do for your community. And I think, you know, what you're doing in business, what you're doing in terms of contributions to your community are substantial. And I want to congratulate you on that.
Thank you very much.
You know, a couple other things here in this cast today. I want to chime in on some fun things at Beachworks that we've been in. Part of our success, as I jokingly tell people, this real estate stuff, that's my Starbucks gig. My real desire is to become a rock and roller. I tell Justin all the time. Justin's a master musician, and well, he's got a lot of skills. I don't have too many. I'm trying. But that being said, again, part of the really cool things that happen at Beachworks are not just the professional networking and benefits you have here, but there's a lot of personal interest and hobbies, and like we said, civic involvement. But music is another one, and we had a lot of fun several months ago with Justin. Yeah, he teaches me guitar once in a while.
I'll try.
Ryan Kiesler came over here one day, and you guys started jamming out. And next thing we know, we've got a guitar meetup going on at Beachworks. So by the way, folks, we're going to start posting this out there, but we're going to have a guitar meetup called Guitar Works. It's a lot of fun. And then I'm going to shut up in a second, let Justin go on about what we're doing next. But the other thing we're we're going to be doing here in first quarter 2020 is we are going to be setting up a recording studio called Beach Studios here at Beachworks. It's going to be pretty cool.
It will be.
And I'm going to let Justin chime in on the technological aspects of it, but it's something we're really excited about, Justin.
Oh, yeah.
As a musician that's been in this community for years now, what do you hope that we can do with this recording space?
You know what? I think, from what I've picked up and my short life is in the music, I think everybody deep down, has some desire to maybe, cultivate their creative side, whether that's through music or
Right.
some kind of arts,
Right.
And so I think it would be a good, it is going to be a good place for somebody to, kind of just explore that realm of creativity.
Yep.
And be able to put it on a digital canvas, will you?
So talk about the technical aspects of what we'll have in our beach studios. What technically whether it's a music recording or a podcast or what have you. What are the things that we can offer the community in this beach studio?
So we'll have everything from piano to a guitar you could use to a musical recording software. You can come in if you got a music idea and you want to, kind of work with maybe a producer of some sort and then bring that to life. That's something you could do. Podcasts, it's all set up there to go. And
very popular. Obviously, we're doing a podcast, but that's a very popular thing these days.
Yeah, it is. And you can really get in here and map out a plan with somebody that knows how to operate the equipment and kind of can set up a stage with you to record that aspect and kind of bring that to life. If whether you have some kind of business idea or something, it can have multiple uses. So everything you'll need in there, mics, guitars, pianos, it's all there.
Rock and roll, brother. I love it, right? So,
yeah.
And that's, guys, when you hear about this stuff, and I love talking about some of these things because, the beach studio is something where I think that really starts to add the creative aspect of things we do here at Beachworks. We also have artworks, which we feature local artists on our walls.
Beautiful stuff.
And it's really, like I said, the underlying message of this podcast of Beachworks as a concept, and personally where I'm at in life is really trying to help people find success in life and happiness. And I think that in each of these broadcasts, we're trying to, like I said at the beginning of this show today, we're trying to find individual stories. I think the individual story that every one of us can relate to, a different one, becomes more and more impactful. It inspires others. And, and kind of wrapping it up here with Justin today, I just want to say, Justin, I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you very much.
You're an impressive young man. You're going to do a lot of great things. And guys, if you want to check out Justin, go to Capital Group Investments. Is that correct?
You can go to cgiwatson.com.
cgiwatson.com.
cgiwatson.com, yeah. And that's where you'll learn more about the investment firm, what we're doing, kind of our focus as far as areas, and you'll have a contact button there where if you want to give me a call, I'm available.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I highly recommend it. One of the sharpest young guys on this whole Emerald Coast. We're lucky to have him here at Beachworks. Justin, keep rock and rolling, brother.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah,
thank you.
All right. See you next time.